Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Croatia. We don't have time to talk about everything, but we got a bunch of separatist rebellions ongoing, and there's still more to come. And we're trying to core a bunch of provinces just to get this overextension lowered. Because, you know, everything's going to hell in a handbasket. Our admiral's gone. Well, we're just gonna take our time to deal with the Marathi separatists. Going back down to North Africa. Tatooine. We've expanded to Croatia and Canada. That's why the extremely high overextension. So that's why we're coring it, we're colonizing it, and all that. We're trying to put an end to it. Trying to put an end to everything. And more possible rebellions, but the one I dread the most is this huge number of Croatian particulars, because it'll be all over the country, in all parts, even the far-lying colony areas. One would think, you know, Croatian Kenya, and all that. The closest one won't be done until the 10th of January of 1772. More separatist sentiment. Please let everybody recover. Don't know how much more we can last. Go get them. Fortunately, we have a fortress in Goa, so that'll take its time. India's gonna be the next problem next. So, probably have to go deal with them right now. And yes, we know you're exhausted, but we still got more work to do. Come on. Don't slack off now. We gotta go. Here in our hills. Impoverished artisans. New production methods has led to the rise of promising textile industry in our country. However, this growth has led many old artist families behind. Many are now poor enough to seek much less profitable job in a growing industry. Let us do what we can to support these people. Let there not be any more national unrests. Calicut. Kotak, and another out there. Make a safe landing here, then we'll go deal with them soon. Well, it's doubtful because they're slightly bigger. Also this bit. Again, they want more autonomy, but there'll be so many regiments, it's going to be hard for us to take them out one by one, knowing that they'll be scattered all over. And it's going to devastate the country. Until things calm down in 2 years. Well, almost a year to that point. Go get him. Come on, this way. Well, we have to let those Hawaiian separatists be, because it's too far away from here. Every little bit helps. God damn it. It's the largest overextension I've ever made in the history of this playthrough, and I basically made the biggest mistake of my life, but who are we to judge? God dang it, you're all gonna have to make a rough landing here. Not good to do an amphibious landing while they have the control of the coast. We'll do what we can to get rid of them. You're all gonna be very exhausted at this point. Just one more damn year. But it's likely they will cause an uprising. Promote this man. Willing to throw all my money to that just to get it up faster. Be ready for pickup, you bunch of maniacs. Yep. We know who you are. I'm throwing a fit in my mind. Causing discontent increases even more national unrest. That means increased size of potential regiments, especially by them, which is the one I fear the most. And it's becoming more and more likely. Oh yeah. Since when is Korea a tributary state? I never accepted this. Did we inherit that? I never recalled, but expected tribute is this much. It's a little bit, thanks. But do I really need any more subjects? But it doesn't cost you diplomatic relations. What's going on with you? Is someone supporting you? No, but keep an eye on it. Indeed, Gujarati. Well, we know where to go next. I'll make a short stop here. Here. Get back over here. There's a lot worse things in this world than out there. But you need rest. Please recover. Don't know how long you can handle it. You know what? You stay right there. Be right back. It's doubtful that you would all fit in there. It was 21,000 versus... yeah, it's 31,000. That's how much it consisted of. That's how you're all able to fit in there. But the Croatia particular, this also includes Africa, you know? Might as well do something about this. Every little bit helps. I've never done this before because I didn't see any convenience, but I guess there is now. Any particulars around here? Very little. But you need to get back here so we can send you to the Balkans. A reduced size of these rebel factions is helpful. Oh, for God's sake. One last chance. Anything to suppress rebels would be granted. That desire to grant. Oh hell. Can you handle it? Yes, you can, which is a miracle. You already did that. I was just giving you a little resting period, but you'll get it now. Prepare to make a landing. At least you're doing what you can. But it may not be enough because most particulars are just going to be sprung up in areas that are really far away from here. Give us manpower, please. Because we're still using them up. New fur, native unrest. Get them. So you might as well be stationed over there since we have colonists there. Now that we thought about it. Obvious is obvious. What the f*** are you doing? Get down there. but I cannot interfere. That's in Surat. You still have military access, right? Well, yes. You stay here. We'll just march on over. Don't you worry. And let our friends deal with this. I don't know if we can make it to January before debating the sub war. This again, but this is not a time to be debating right now because we got a serious situation here. That we may not have to repeat that ever again. It's the biggest crisis we've ever made. But you did this yourself. You own up to it, okay? At least you're bringing Spain and the Papal States along. But anyways, just please focus on the here and now. We're gonna retake this area, and then we'll go march down to Surat to take our time to recover our losses, and then we'll be with it. Just stay and save for now. Oh my god. There's going to be a possibility of that happening. It's a real possibility. One more month to at least slow it down. Go right for hell here. It's a real thing now. Milizzi, Trevesto, Verona, and Graz. So mostly over there. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're going to deal with them over there, while you are gonna take out these guys. At least they didn't rose up in other areas, which I feared that we can't really catch them. It could have been worse. When you thought you see the worst of things, then again, it couldn't be. But chances of rebellion are still very high. The overextension is starting to be reduced. For now, give it another month. Again, we may let the Hawaiians go, because they've taken it all over. But they haven't taken a big island yet. Interestingly. How we simply call it the Big Island. We have the hills. Palembang, Dhaka. Thanks to the forts nearby, it's not going to have an effect. But we're fighting like hell against them. God, that's crippling. To be fair, we didn't have enough artillery compared to them. Go help them. We can go pick them up. Please let there be a colony in Canada so all this will go away. I'm starting to lose my mind, you know. Treaty of Tordesillas. The Pope affirms our legal right to colonial Canada. Other Catholic countries no longer have the legal right to take provinces there, as our colonies will go quicker. Oh, thank God. We should have done this earlier. When we were expanding, you should have cored them earlier. Now it's much further reduced. The overextension is gone. So there's Croatia County. You're supposed to core them instead of whatever the hell you were trying to do. But still, we accomplished it. But now, you must begin your withdrawal. Leave one army there. Because they need to start building. They just start building their own army. Well, meanwhile, we got particularists and a few other separatists there we'll have to deal with in future. Dhaka. Well, it might be too late now, so how we're gonna get there is another question. Well, of course, you have to make a landing. A rough landing. We'll deal with you soon. Oh, nice one, guys. Saying that satirically, of course. Fur. I don't know why it says that. It is our colony. What's your liberty desire? 40. And since we have a colony now, that means we have a new merchant. Once again, it's going to be the Moluccas again. No, we have the Moluccas. Well, where to then? We don't have the trade power abroad like we used to. Figure it out later. We still got to take care of the mess. Fight like hell, boys. Last few times. Again, you should have done all this earlier. And make sure this never happens again. Promise us. Everybody split up. Till we go deal with, you know, those enemies in our country. In fact, what you should do is go pick up the rest of them. Because you might be better needed in Europe soon. Still got one more area to take out. I'm excluding Hawaii. How long have you been separated? You're the majority, so go deal with them. No, no, we're good now. Which is a miracle in itself. All the negligence has finally gone away. May this not be repeated again. The ore extension is gone. Colonizing a little bit more of Canada, which will go to Croatian Canada. There's no value in this. Hardly any in Australia. No value in that either. There is some value in the Deccan. Because of Vijayanagar, of course. So, yeah, we'll send you there. See you in 53 days. Gonna scare them all away. So now defend the homeland because I stopped giving a care. You'll be returning to Europe. So will you. We're leaving one in Canada behind in case of interests. Such as the expansion of other areas. Of all the other natives we fought against. May never know we'll go through all of this again. Hey, but at least the colonies exist so you don't have to spend your administrative power for that. Hey, could have been worse. Could have depleted all your manpower, but no, you're not. Just don't expand anywhere and only fight small wars. Increase our tributary. Anybody attacks you, you attack Croatia. Basically. Now you can tell the difference. One's cyan colored, the other's blue colored. Kafalia Ludwig Krawowski. That was like on that Bocic. Again, very happy. Happy at the fact that we don't have to deal with this anymore. We've given you enough time to recover. Hey. We got one more Separatist to deal with. Make a short stop in Singapore. We'll take this safely, then we'll fight against them. And we'll deal with the Hawaiians eventually. Oh yes, who could forget? Its institution. As we're finally going to root out this corruption. As it's just mostly present there. Just the defend the country from all sides, and then we'll be alright. As I'm exhausted at this point. Also, keep in mind, this first half of the video will be is recorded on the same day as the previous episode, so I'm only recording the first half before I get off of this, because I just wanted to see through this to the end with the whole constant separatist rebellion and all that, but we endured. We endured. And with Croatia Canada now created, so the biggest mistake I ever made was not coring them earlier. I severely underestimated that. It was due to my greed, my own pride. We've been humbled. A lot of men were lost, so we kind of deserved that humbling. Oh, we'll get him. But again, the culture will be Croatian. We're not sending minorities out. There's no reason for them to be. But boy, the forces of New Croatia, you've grown. And there's plenty of manpower for you, too. So ready to depart now? Return to Europe? Just gonna make a short stop in Tunisia. Military development. Gaspar Vrancic has undertaken a set of measures to reform the military system of our country. The tactical innovations include shallower and broader formations to maximize firepower, cross-training between army branches, and light and highly mobile field artillery. The new tactical doctrine is based on firepower and mobility, eschewing heavy artillery and slow-moving terces. We need to get those high-quality troops again, because we lost that army tradition back a ways. But ours is really high, actually. With that kind of tradition we have now. But the manpower we can recover. We'll be fine. Just to show that we're on par. Alright, ready? It's not gonna fit all of you. You're coming out of there. Just land here and go defeat the Separatists. And after you make a little short stay, you're off to Hawaii. And we'll finally deal with the last of the Separatists. And that will be it. And then you're gonna have a resting period. Make a lot of money. Lots of money. And then... oh, here they come. They're mad now. Just what I wanted to see. But, just a moment. Get together. Oh yeah, you're still at war right now. Hope you're doing well. Which you are. It would be hard to imagine a revolutionary Britain. They're crossing the river, and you're fighting in the jungle. It's gonna be a rumble in the jungle. Big mistake. Oh, these guys again. Any forces of Croatia Canada, come with us. No, just take the lesser option. We're beat up enough. Okay, prepare yourselves to go to Hawaii. You will depart in May. Because they have not attained full independence yet. Head to the Big Island. You're gonna go island hopping. Merchant class is enjoying uncanny success around the world. Some say it is just random luck, but we care not. Wealth is wealth regardless how we come by. Let them share the wealth with us. For 10 years. So we will not leave until these areas are fully colonized. And then they'll be able to sustain themselves. They should be. We've wasted enough manpower. And if we ever want to start another war, well, let me tell you, I still have plans for Fiji. That's going to be the last place I'll expand for company expansion. And of course, we will resume the colonization of Africa and possibly fight wars down in Africa. If you got the manpower for it. They're on the way. Please be patient. You're not at war officially. They're out. Just hang on here. I need at least 5,000. 5,000 ducats, and then I'll embrace it. They're out. Come on, land. Made it to the Big Island. Okay. Over here. Go to Oahu. And of course, we eventually got to prepare ourselves for. Oh my God, Britain's is at war with France too. Everybody wants to punish the English. Boy, what I would do to fight the French right now if I had the manpower, which we do not. War's over. You can intervene now. Get over here. They're mad now. Can't intervene in that one because that's too big. But we can with the British to help out them against the Spanish, which I dread. There's nothing we could do, I'm sorry. But we'll go defend here. Alright, go take Kauai, and then that's all, folks. Just be glad that life's returning back to normal. We've secured our holdings. Well, that's Cree. That's Croatian Canada's problem, but I don't think they can handle it. There's still a new force that's still in building. We got him. See, that's why we're not departing here yet. That's why these two armies ought to stay here before they return to Europe. Until Croatian Canada and the new Croatia are both strong enough to handle themselves. And I vow, in 10 years' time, we will go to war against the Iroquois again to expand New Croatia. But at least we don't have to quarter provinces. So the rest of Fox and Iroquois into this area, and that'll be it. There'll be no more room to expand, and North America, the Croatian part of North America, will be secure. Now let's embrace this institution. And for the love of God, please save this. What can we do now? Not accepted, not accepted, acceptable. Just be glad the religious unity is high, and I'm in no mood of doing that. Our mercantilist policy is fine. The percentage, I should say. 39% now. 36 for New Croatia. Nothing on Crete. Our only tributary state, apparently. But at least you've given me merchants. Yeah, we'll do study about the Pacific Company. Which again, Fiji. The next war of expansion. So no more separatists. And then they will go back to the colonies. So get back up to Africa. We'll be ready to go again. In fact, you might need two. Remember that other Indian? No, not Indian. Well, you know what I mean. These guys, yeah. The ones that originally stationed there, they should go help out with that. Well, they completed their conquest of Killa. Guaranteed by France and Spain, so we can't touch them. But I know what can. These areas here. Next place to expand eventually. Let me have a look at this. Mamluks. Can't betray my ally. At least the Commonwealth's been quiet. Timurids remain a menace. So, hang on. Wait till beginning of January. So, that's the first half of the episode done. So let me look at this real quick. 6th largest army, 2nd largest navy, 2nd most provinces, really. 3rd highest province, 2nd highest income, highest trade income. Good to know. And we're at the top score. So it is a successful series with a bunch of speed bumps along the way, but it's been great. But Fiji, you're next. That's all I gotta say now. Okay, now this is the second half of this episode because I recorded the first half the day prior, and now today I'm recording this other half. So we'll still have the full-length episode. It's just I just needed some rest after all that separatism, which we've successfully put down each and every one of them, which I hope that I will never repeat those acts again. That'll be the day. But I still plan on expanding to other places, but at least on a smaller scale. Like, say, if I want some more control of the trading areas, well, there's these guys, and Bali's down there. Hey, don't you have a... Yes, you don't. Unless you got certain trade goods I may be interested in, like cotton or cloth. Coffee, even. Wait, that's bone. Bone is allied with who? Untouched coast. Well, we know that the Moluccas has some value, pretty good value, but I don't have the dominant control of the trade. We know Spain has some of it. We know this big island here of Brunei, and Spain and France has a presence there, but I kind of want some land for myself. Yeah, Patani. Again, areas for the company. Tributary trading port. In Brunei itself, again, allied with Morocco, so far away from here. Sulu, which is over there. Pahang is right next door. Controlling this center of trade. I mean, if we have more trade power in the area, because the ships aren't enough. Imagine dominating the trade. And that means more income. Yep, we're going back to that phase again because a couple of reasons. Well, we have the highest trade income right now, but I recall we fell back a bit. Let's open up that ledger. Income comparison, trade. Well, we're still beating over Great Britain, but after all these separatisms and uprisings throughout, which we kind of crippled ourselves a little bit. They make a lot of money through tariffs, and yes, we do make some from tariffs as well, but not that much. Again, New Croatia is a colony that's been around for a while, but Croatian Canada, our newest colony, is still barely established and still, you know, war-weary. And the development isn't all that great compared to, you know, Croatia. But I tell you what, if I'm ever in the mood of pillaging, I may give some of that to Croatian Canada, even though they had nothing to do with it. I mean, the development in Zagreb remains at 50, but the most developed province that we have is still Zarigrad. Wasn't there another wonder that I controlled? Great work. Look for it. There's another one. Great projects. Like another one I have recollection of controlling. Parthenon is one of them. Reduction of advisor cost is very good. Why didn't you think of that? I recall I have another one to control. Oh yes, this one as well. That's owned by Malacca. That's center of trade. And also you have to be a Buddhist or Javanese to get this to work. If you're into cultural conversions. Bali, which that area, not center of trade, but it has this one I've never seen before. Have to be of Dharmic faith to be active. Bali is Sunni. Anywhere else? Because one thought Easter Islands would have it. Huh. Just looking around. controlled by Switzerland. And there's the Suez Canal that they built. Adds a lot of trade power to Alexandria, which that one's unmatched. And we don't collect as much money as Alexandria as we used to 150 years prior. So that's why we decided to go become a trade empire, because we had to look for, you know, other places to get more money. But there is a place for it. So I'm willing to put my money where it is. Now it reduces a little bit of local unrest. Revolution's not yet present in Greece. But upgrading this would cost quite a bit. It'll be done in 9 years. No, faster. I'm putting my money on that. I'll make all that money back just fine. It is done. So now advisor costs reduced. And you know what that means, right? So it costs less monthly. Especially for guys like them. But of course that inflation is becoming a bit of an issue, slightly. Especially with advisor costs and fort maintenance. And some of you may be wondering, what's your next move? I did say Fiji. Fiji would be the next place to expand. You guys are going back to Europe. And then we may go pick up guys from America. Knowing they'll soon be self-sustaining colonies with their own armies that they'll do fine for themselves. Scatter. Right, time to go. And remember, one day, we will fight against the natives again in the 1780s to expand more of New Croatia and I guess Croatian Canada. Also, Cree is a tributary state. Pays tribute to us, but it's too bad you can't turn them to vassalization, but they're outraged right now because of all that aggressive expansion, but practically. Merchants spread thin. Our merchants bring in money from trade all over the world. However, it seems that they have somewhat overstretched. The Great Princedom is not able to give them full support of Croatia's diplomatic clout. It seems that we have to make a choice as where to focus our trade. Good, Constantinople. Well, support them anyways. So, I'm kind of interested in expanding more into the Malacca area. Husiagalaga, Act and Bali. Tributary under Pasai. Meaning we would be fighting under Pasai. Okay. Who are your tributaries? Pegu, Tripura, Mongkong, Mongpai, Siak, Indrapura. Okay, so these are not to be touched. Hyderabad is also not to be disturbed because they're a vassal of Spain. They don't control sinners trade. At least as far as we're concerned. Luwu is only allied with Majapahit. Tributary under Bone. Or is Bone a tributary to Lu? I think we found our target. Here. Fight against them and then it'll be an easy war. I do have 28,000 on standby, but I think this may require another army. At least 2. Any volunteers? Where's the transport fleet? This one. Oh, yeah, you're just wrapping up on the Hawaiian thing. Yes. Yeah, territorial core, so cannot be lowered. Oh, yeah, I kind of want to develop a little bit of that, but let me see a bit. Just this once. This is just to upgrade this center of trade. To add more local trade power in Oahu, so we can attempt to add more trade power control over Great Britain on the Polynesian Triangle. It already has a textile manufactory, a shipyard, I'm looking. Raise a little bit more money and add a stock exchange here. Impressment office. Impressment office. Farm estate. Let me see this thing. That is not worth sending a merchant there, but hey, at least I get to brag a little, say, yeah, way to go. Another trade node that you've taken a lot of control of in future. But to me, it's just business as usual. So, move back to Denmark in preparation of a future conflict, and I may have to, well, they've already been sent for to America. Something tells me that I'd be willing to invest my money a little more on. It's like, hey, you got so much force limit on the Navy. Well, that's land force limit, dummy. Naval's this way. I could afford another transport fleet if it needs to be. Yeah, why not? Let's see how I do. 3 fire, 2 shock, 4 maneuver, no siege. Don't assign enemy army yet. This is for the stock exchange. Have a lot of local trade power, then you should, in theory, have more trade power than it is in Britain. But you're not going to get any money off of it because I'm not sending a merchant over there. It's not worth it. But expanding into areas of centers trade in the Moluccas would be worth it. Now, Malacca itself... Oh, that's also part of it. Oh, what a coincidence. It's hard to tell with the coloring. I'm not colorblind, it's just... What a coincidence, guys. I thought about a possible conflict against Brunei. Take control of all these coastal centers of trade, and then we bring in a good flow of income from there. Yes. Not only there, but also there too. Not interested to go in further inland unless they have trade goods that I'm interested in, like spices, or cloths, or even gold. But inflation Remember that. And coal too. Son of a beeswax. These guys have everything there. There's money in coal. Yep, this does require bringing in at least 2 more armies. But Fiji first. It's not really much worth of anything there, but hey, establishing more of the Croatian presence in a Polynesian Triangle trade node just to say, hey, we were there too. And plus we needed another port to get to Hawaii safely. And through Hawaii you get to go to the Western America if you ever wanted it to. Unfortunately, Portugal supports Colombia, because I would love to fight against Colombia just to take Panama. And see too if you save up the money and build the Panama Canal. And all the issues will be solved with, you know, sea travel and all that. They have just arrived. I think they've got enough, so come on. We're leaving. So here's what you're gonna do. When you're on board transport, you are to get on board, have a stop in Tunis, and then you'll make another stop in Goa, and then you'll be heading to Singapore. Be heading to Singapore. And you shall have it. Yeah, all the other armies will remain. And you should all be drilling while you're at it. Ever since we dealt with all the Separatist rebellions. And now that you are here, go. We finally have the time for it. Go pick up the rest. What the hell are these guys doing? Just increase it to 40 so it could fit everybody there. Oh yeah, that's gonna take a long while. No manufactory. Well, son of a beeswax, why didn't we have a Croatian district here? Helps to reduce the development cost. Spend that. We don't have the money right now, but I plan on building a manufacturer because, again, the Malacca trade node is one of the most valuable trade nodes in the world, I believe. Yes, it is. So it would be of utmost importance to improve that. So yeah, here we are again. We are interested in company investments. Ready? Ships are repaired. You're finally out of America. We're gonna have a short rest in Tunis, then we'll drop off in Goa. And after Goa, then you're off to Singapore. And it appears Malacca's at war. Chapsak Vietnamese War. Hmm. Yeah, once those two colonists finish their thing. Base 2 production in turnover increases. Yeah, turnover. That's in Bulgaria, dummy, not America. Got up a bit. This needs more of this. Increase land force limit. Because one day, gonna have to create another army to expand. I think any spaces that has not been used for anything, because manpower is still in recovery, and look at the maximum manpower we have now, especially with Croatian Canada now in existence. This helps it even more, and industrialization, big time. And we'll soon be expanding again, but hopefully with minimum casualties. But just to be safe, I think we should start a war against Fiji. I'm only saying Fiji because this is just these two islands and it's all part of the same area. Because I don't think we should try to wait any longer in case we have to fight any more allies, but it looks like they're just sticking together. And wait for a few transports to for them to be built. So it'll fit everybody there. Farlania. That's the area. Falania. Again, all that money made through trade compared to production and trade, which is just ridiculous at this point when you look at it that way. Also, another reason, as far as I'm concerned, about Croatia Pacific Company. If we want to be the dominant trade power of that area, that's why we're trying to increase that as well. With the stock exchange soon to be built in Oahu. Because see too if I can get another merchant and send it to, I don't know, anywhere. Demand Ducks tributary artifacts. Additional tribute. Oh my goodness. Every little bit helps, but demand ducats, demand administrative power. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't know you could change that. Again, I'd never done a tributary state before. Never done that before. Let's see. We are in urgent need for more manpower. And you got plenty of it. But remember, they're angry as heck right now with us. Yes, we're behind the time. So figures. Third Army. I'll take charge. I'll take its place. Because I'm unassigned. Might as well drill. But quite honestly, I kind of want to get rid of this leader. But based on his age, he could potentially expire before he could do anything. Because that foreign spike detection thing is an issue. I have not assigned a new one because every little bit helps. But issue. Not accepted. Not accepted culture means I can't promote him. Revolutionary Venice. What has Europe come to? Egads, even my friend Genoa has gone revolutionary. A revolutionary republic. But it doesn't matter. You're still my friend. And nothing will separate that between us. Hey, give me that big pile of money, Mamluks. Old friends, we go way back. What the hell am I gonna do with that money? Tell you what you're gonna do with that money. Company investments. I don't think you made any more company investments in some other areas. Like, say, there. If you wish to develop it further. Oh, really? You have not done it for here? Put that there. Well, with our eventual expansion to Malacca and Moluccas areas of the trade, a little more trade power helps. From provinces. Entire same area for local goods produced. Well, you are sitting in an area where spices and other goods are in. So yeah, we should invest in that. Most valuable. In fact, same for all the other Indian areas. Because for entire same area, a little bit of local goods produced increases the trade value, and therefore you make more income. And don't forget Goa, the most important. It's what I'm willing to invest in. Despite the decline of the spice trade, but I'm still dedicated to all this. Every little bit helps. Hey, get over here. What the hell are you doing? Shouldn't be out at sea. You'll be siphoning sailors. Yeah. Now it's part of Croatian Canada. Properly Croatian and Catholic. So have fun with them. And very soon this will be finished too. Get down here. Natives adopt Croatian culture and therefore colony self-sustaining. Oh, that reminds me. I have so much people influence that I forgot to spend them. There's reasons for that. It's because we were so consumed with fighting in wars and fighting separatists that we've basically, you know, forgotten all about it. And I've mentioned that the inflation is becoming an issue, but spend this justice once. Forgive us. So that'll be for the next 20 years. So it'll start going down. Especially one day when we'll be expanding in areas where there's a gold mine there. But is it necessary to increase mercantilism anymore? Because it seems 35% is very good, but is there anyone else that has this much mercantilism? Trade. Country trade comparison. Mercantilism. Oh my god, Great Britain. We're not even that high. The real question is, how do they keep the colonies together? Because look at their liberty desire. They're a bit rowdy with us. And they have their reasons. Mercantilism versus development versus tariffs. Ministry of efficiency. Dreams of liberty. And revolutionary ideas are out there as well. No, you idiot. Click that. Yes, there's even a small revolutionary presence out there. Even the natives believe in revolution. So that's why I'm kind of careful with the whole, you know, mercantilism thing. Trying to be careful with that. But I want more merchants. Because we tried our damnedest to... Oh, we're really close. So you already got a stock exchange there and there too. Yeah, you did your best in all of this. Maybe a little bit more mercantilism could help. Which again, we control it more than Malwa and Vijayanagar does. We have a merchant presence there. I'm gonna regret this. Do it twice. Well, how do you feel about me now? I just increased the level of mercantilism. Good to know. Loyal subjects, liberty desire, and same continent subjects. If I had any subjects in Europe. Gee, look at all this. At you gain even. So, we got them all now. Though it's not quite there yet. %91.4%. Oh. Flying battery. This is why we haven't rushed into the war just yet. Wait a couple of months. This is the last one. A strategy heavily focused on speed and mobility. The artillery would move to one point on the battlefield, lay their charges, and then quickly relocate to the next attack point in rapid succession. Our newest cannon. Newest artillery. I forgot about you guys because I was so much into mercantilism, which is the name of the game for me. You'll make a short stop in Goa, and after you refill, then we should give a go-ahead. At least you lot have a little artillery, but I think you guys are good enough so we can fight a war against them, since they got their own navy. Deploy the fleet as well. Surround the Fiji Basin. Be ready. Got a new merchant, which I suspect it's the one that's... No? Got Crown Colony. Guinea Company. Always had the Barbary Coast. Now the real question is, where the hell am I going to send you? How much is it in the Gulf of St. Lawrence trade node compared to Chesapeake Bay? Not very much. But since we have Croatia and Canada now, St. Lawrence study. There's a market town there. It's French Alaska on the move. What do you think you're doing? But I can understand improving relations with the papacy. And where does this go to anyway? So through Gulf of St. Lawrence, it's like it's branches off into two areas. One leads to the Bordeaux trade node, and the other goes to English Channel, obviously. There is some value, but not a lot. Compare that to you know, we still collect some money from there. You know what? Do send a merchant to them. It'll be 62 days till we hear it from them. They're on their way. Be ready for deployment. I mean, everybody's going to be on board. Everyone's going to be there. We'll hear it in a month. They've arrived in Goa. Now rest a bit. And then we'll be deployed in Singapore. Alright, this will be the only conflict of this episode. And after we take control of Fiji, that's it for this episode. As you were. None of them sunk. They just went back to their ports. What the hell are you doing? Why are you blockading me? Does it really say that? Colonial independence. I can understand. Look at yourself. You're not being embargoed by New Croatia. Or whatever. So Gulf of St. Lawrence, we collect 8.71. Fair effort. Hey, what if I help you investing in a few things? This has a stock exchange. Okay, good. And so does this one. Okay, good. Just make it sure. Just make it sure. Because, you know, some of the... But I think we should consider ourselves fortunate. And if I were you, since, you know, fur, I heard, that rhymes, the fur I heard is a bit of a valuable commodity. It's got trade station, okay, good, because I just want to make sure that whatever trade value that this thing has, you know, the fur trade, it's like the Silk Road of America over there. That if you got a bunch of trade stations lying about that I'm willing to invest in and help you out on this, this would increase the value of the area and will make more money through that area. You see? Help them develop a little bit of that, and then we can get to talking. Because I'd be willing to build a weapons manufactory there, or something along those lines. Anything that increases the trade value. What? It would not be wise right now, because we're in a state of war right now. Troops are on the way. So let's not dwell on that right now. Land here, on the Big Island. Keep using Big Island as a geographical term. Ready? To Singapore. You're just gonna be there in reference for the upcoming wars. Got him. They don't have no fortifications, these are all capital forts. Present. Influential preacher. The devout young preacher has spoken on recently of how great our adherence to the teachings of the Holy Father in Rome is. This can only be good for our future. Yes, send him to Rome. Any little bit of influence is good. Offense or defense? The ongoing war has led to some serious conflicts in the parliament. One side are those arguing that there's nothing to be gained by allowing the war to drag on, while others are convinced that there's no turning back. Unfortunately, their inability to come to some sort of agreement does nothing to improve our current situation, but rather the contrary. Offense is probably the only option we have now. Unfortunately, that hurts the stability, which could create more problems in future. You're going up there. Or going this way. Oh, hold it. We sunk them all. Okay, now you can go. This way. Bastards. They're at it again. I'm gonna need an advisor. How much is it to... Okay. A new one will take their place. I just need to get rid of them. I need somebody with an accepted culture. We'll have to check back in a few. Plus, lower stability encourages more of the revolutionary ideas to spread throughout the country. Midshipman cadets. Navy morale up, but maintenance goes up as well. Here we go again. Captured one transport to our fleet. Supply limit's good. Just wait one. Yes, one ship's out of there. We're not gonna go catch them. The deed is done. Full annexation. This amount of money we'll get for the company. $36 months each. But should we wait? We're not getting any Separatist problems, are we? No. You're in good hands. Try not to worry. They're not going to revolt. Nor is anyone else for that matter. There's just going to be a bit of a small penalty for that trade power abroad especially. Let's get ready to depart. Company depot here in Fiji. Now Croatia has the most power in the Polynesian Triangle, as promised. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will conclude the episode on that note, as we get another free merchant, which, the last one was in the Gulf of St. Lawrence, so yeah, we did lose one. Because of that overextension thing, but I'm gonna try to save it up for the next couple of months for this next thing. Unless you want to hire an advisor, which we found the one that has accepted culture, and Here's the man right here. Master of Mint. Alright. Throw my money to it. Bulgarian, yeah. So we'll get this in the next episode. So, in the next episode, we will continue to expand. At least, at least we started off small, but we were just trying to preserve our manpower as much as we can until we're in good enough numbers that we'll be fighting against other countries such as Brunei, Banjar, Bali, Lul, all that, so we can increase more trade power in the trade nodes of Malaga and the Moluccas, especially Malacca, which is one of the most valuable trade nodes in the world. And trust me, if I were to tell you, if I had more merchants, I would try my damnedest to, you know, tell them, steer it this way, all towards Malacca, of where they're getting coming from. Siam, Canton, Hangzhou. Yeah. That's what I'm willing. Even though we'll never be up in the same level as the English Channel, but can't go to Lubeck, that's too far away, but here, it's the place to be. And we need to defeat all the other nations and get a bunch of good trade goods such as spices, cloth, and also coal over there. That would be of huge benefit for us. And all of them must go to Hrvatska for the company, for the Republic. Till the next episode. So long for now.